Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Dame and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video we're going to be going through all the unsolved Easter eggs in the Voyage of Despair and any leads we have that may lead to actual Easter eggs as well. There is lots of information packed in today's video, so it's going to be a long one, I think. So grab yourself a drink, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video at any time, and without further ado, let's get straight into that video. Now there's some side Easter eggs that I've left out of this because it's my belief that they're already completed, and the ones in today's videos are the ones that I think personally are not completed yet, and there's pretty much more to them. So the first one on the list is the fireworks. Around the map you're going to find some pipes. There are 5 locations that are known so far. Locations are as follows. We have 2 on the bridge, one of them being right next to the captain's wheel. You can see this from 2 locations through the window, as you can see on screen right now. The pipes are very thin, brass looking pipes with tiny little doors on them. That's the first location. The second one is on the bridge again. It's going to be next to the RK7 Woolby inside the radio room. The third location for this is going to be in first class at the back to the left hand side of the perk. Again, this one's going to be inside a window. The fourth location is going to be on the promenade deck next to the aft decks. Again, this one's going to be inside a window and it's quite far back inside the window, and sometimes you may have to throw a grenade at this one to actually activate it. And the fifth and final location is going to be down in a third class next to one of the clocks you need for the main Easter egg, and again it's going to be in one of the windows. Within these actual pipes, little vials are going to spawn. There are red ones, green ones and blue ones. So far that's what we've found. You'll know that they're in there because you will be able to see them and they'll be shaking a little bit. All you're going to have to do is shoot these and you'll be able to pick them up from somewhere else on the actual map. There are 3 locations you can pick these up, and they are as follows. One of them is going to be in the mail room. Just as you walk downstairs, it's on your left hand side next to the clock. The second location is going to be in the engine room. As you open the main doors, again just down the little metal stairs, and on your left hand side there's going to be pipes directly above a little basket, so you'll know that you found the right location. And the third and final location is going to be in the millionaire's suite. So when you find the actual locations of the vials, you shoot them. They will fly out through the pipes and they will land in one of the locations that I've just told you that you can pick up. You can then pick these up. After you've picked them up, you can place them in one of 4 locations around the map. Locations are as follows. You have 2 in the spawn area. You basically have 1 on the left hand side right next to the perk, and you have 1 on the right hand side of the boat, which is basically exactly adjacent to the other one. The other 2 locations are going to be on the poop deck, and again these are going to be on the left hand side of the boat, and there's going to be 1 on the right hand side of the boat. There are tiny little white things, white poles that you can put stuff inside, and that's exactly what you're going to have to do next. So if you place a firework inside and knife it, or whatever it is, a vial of some sort of liquid, it will shoot in the sky and a firework will come out of it. It will basically be a firework. Now right now we don't know exactly what to do. We have worked on it a little bit, and myself, I've been into game. I've been able to get 4 vials exactly the same color, so blue for example. I've put a vial in each one of the holders across the map, so there's 4 in total, and I've quickly knifed each one as quick as I can. So I've knifed 2 on the poop deck, caught the teleporter all the way back to the spawn, and I've knifed the other 2. When you do it like this, you'll get one big firework that goes in the air, loads of little fireworks that go off, all different types of colors, then it sets off a firework display over the whole boat. This is the best footage I can get of the fireworks, and it is continuous. You can pick up more than 1 vial per round, so you may be able to do this all on 1 round, but myself, it actually took me a couple of rounds to be able to get all these and set off the fireworks display. We don't know if this is complete. We don't know if this is a full Easter egg. We don't know if there's more to be done. There is not a lot of information about this on YouTube. So there you go. Go out, have a look, have a try. If it is complete, it is. But if you find anything else, be sure to let us know. The next Easter egg on the list is the anti-gravity zombies. If you take yourself into the dining room, there is a zombie hanging up on the wall. You can actually place items on this zombie, and the 3 items are as follows. You need a trident, a hat and a mustache. If you take yourself into the engine room next to the perk and look up, you can see some metal stairs. If you throw a grenade at those stairs, a trident will fall to the floor. You can then pick said trident up, go over to the body which is in the galley next to the dining room, and place the trident on the zombie. The second location for a second item is the hat. This can be found in spawn on top of the bridge, and it will be right at the top of one of the smokestacks. You shoot the hat, it will fall down till it lands on top of the roof of the bridge. You can then shoot it again, it will then fall down until it lands on the bench. Again, you can pick this item up, take it into the galley, then place it on the zombie. The third and final location is the mustache, and this can be found next to the aft decks in the little tea serving room. This is a very difficult one to actually see. Wasn't even able to see it in theater mode. But if you throw a grenade at the fan, it will drop the mustache on the floor. You can then go over to that location, kind of hold square around that location, and you will eventually pick up the mustache. You can then take that mustache back to the zombie and place it on the zombie. So far, that's all the parts we know. If you then end the round, all your zombies for the next round will be basically anti-gravity. They'll all be sort of bouncing around in slow motion, kind of like they're maybe in water, how you would walk in water. If you kill these zombies, end the round, it stops. That's all we've got so far. I did also notice in theater mode, when the round starts with the anti-gravity zombies, the hanging zombie in the actual galley, his face will start to glow blue. And after you end the round, his face will continue to stay blue, but whilst you click on the zombie, you can actually hear a very audible click. I'm going to play a little clip for you now so you can hear what I'm talking about. Now this is not able to be done before, I believe, the round, but only after, and the face stays blue. Very strange. It could be a complete Easter egg. It seems pretty small and not very cool for an Easter egg, and the fact that you can still get an audible click out of the zombie after you've done the anti-low gravity seems like it's something you may have to do on that round with those zombies to get to the next step or actually complete it. The next Easter egg we have are the pianos. There are 3 pianos around the map that actually play music, and again, very strange. This one, it's not an Easter egg song per se, because it doesn't even play a full song. It plays about 15 seconds worth of audio, and that is pretty much it. So on the map, there's 3 piano locations. There's one at the top of the grand staircase, there's one at the bottom of the grand staircase opposite the dining room, and if you take yourself into the dining room, you'll find another one, and you can actually interact with this one before you do anything, and it plays musical notes. If you just walk into the piano, back out into the piano, it will start hitting random keys. Again, I'm going to play a little clip on screen for you now so you can hear exactly what that sounds like. So to be able to activate these pianos, you're going to have to find 3 music sheets around the map, and the locations are as follows. One of them is in the same location that you found the mustache, so next to the aft decks in a little tea room. It will be by the swivel doors on the floor. Note, you can only hold one of these at a time, so you're going to have to place them on the pianos after you've picked them up. The second location could be found just outside of first class on your way to the poop deck. It is on an actual bench next to a hat and a suitcase. Again, pick it up, press square. That's your second piece. And the third and final location, and I have to give a big shout out to Potsy Gaming for finding this one, is going to be found in the dining room. If you take the dining room door to the right, it will be on a little tea trolley just on the right hand side. You can then place these music sheets on each of the 3 pianos, but they have to be placed in a particular order. After you've placed the actual musical sheets, you will then need to charge up your special ability. Whilst your special ability is charged, you then need to activate it and melee each piano as quick as you can. This can be done in any particular order that you like, but after you've meleeed the first one, it will turn blue, then the second one will turn blue, and after you've hit the 3rd piano, it will start to play some music, which I'm going to play right now. As you can see, the music is kind of cut short. It doesn't continue to play. Not only that, when you actually end the round, all the pianos go out, so they're not blue anymore. You cannot pick up the musical sheets anymore, but you can repeat the step and get the piano to play its music again. If you end up putting those musical sheets on the wrong pianos, again, you'll get another audible quote from your actual character saying the music is kind of disgusting. I'm going to play that one for you now as well.
That is not music. That is an assault on my ears.
If you need the correct locations which the piano sheets go in, just slow down the video and you'll be able to see what pianos the music sheets are actually meant to go onto. But this one's very strange. Again, the pianos stay blue until you end the round. You can repeat it. The song doesn't last for more than a few seconds. Very strange, this one. It seems like we may have more to do to complete this Easter egg. If it is a complete Easter egg, you know. The next 3 Easter eggs, well, kind of Easter eggs, they're Easter eggs, could be linked. That's why I've kind of left them for one portion of the video. First one is the doll. If you take yourself down the grand staircase, and by the entrance of the dining hall, the dining room, on the left hand side, there's a flipped up bench. If you look under that bench, you're going to find a doll. You can actually interact with this doll. If you press square, she will say yes, no, and she will continue saying yes, no in a particular pattern. And sometimes she's aggressive and sometimes she's very happy. I'm going to play a clip for you right now so you can hear what that sounds like.
No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. Yes!
There is an order that she says it, and it's the same every single time you get in a different game. I'll put that on screen now, the actual combinations of the yeses and nos. I believe that's correct. I've got it wrote down 3 times. If it's not, it's not, but I'm sure you can get the correct one if you're in game. Again, that's all the lead we have on the doll. She says yes, no, but this is what leads us to believe it could be part of another Easter egg or the same Easter egg, which I'm going to get onto now. The valves in the engine room. There are 21 red valves in the engine room that you can interact with. There's one valve in particular that has a hand on it. If you interact with that one, the hand will fall off and you'll never see it again. You can interact with every single one of these valves, and we pretty much have no idea what to do with these valves as of yet. This brings us back to the doll. The doll says yes, no 20 times. But there are 21 valves in the actual engine room. There is belief that the doll could be giving you the combination of which order you need to change the valves in the engine room. Of course, there are 21 valves and only 20 yes nos from the doll, but some of us are thinking because there's a hand on one of the actual valves that this one could be either the first one or the last one. We're not really sure. We're trying to put 2 and 2 together, but this is all the lead we have on these 2 small Easter eggs right now. The combinations are pretty much countless at this point. You could turn each lever, so yes would be turn the lever, no would be leave the lever. So you could do that down one side, then back up the other side, and there's levers on the outsides as well. Very complicated if we've got to transfer that yes, no into the actual levers. But that's why some of us think they could be linked, because the numbers of yes, nos and levers are very close. The next thing we have, which again could be linked with the actual valves in the engine room, and the valves are linked with the doll, is a small switch we have in the turbine room. So if you go into the engine room and go into the turbine room, which is the room that has the pack-a-punch in, there's a small lever on the wall. If you hit said lever, it will turn on for about 5 seconds and then switch itself back off. You can repeat this as many times as you want to no avail, and that's all we have so far. So it could be the case of listening to the doll, getting the right combination, putting them into the valves. When the valves are in the correct location or rotation, we can then hit on the switch and it activates something for us in game. Again, none of these could be linked and they could all be completely separate Easter eggs, but that is what we're all thinking so far, and that's pretty much all we have to go on with the valves, the doll and this particular lever. The last little thing we have in game as well, some of you may have not noticed this, but I noticed it and found it very strange. The Titanic is based on pretty much real life events, and it is to the T exactly what the Titanic looked like. So it would seem strange to have blueprints of one of the Black Ops 4 guns just sat in a random window on the map. But that's exactly what we have. If you go back up to the bridge in the location which I showed you one of the small pipes were for the firework vials, if you look to the right hand side, there is a blueprint for the Zweihander machine gun, LMG machine gun, just sat there, bright as day, very bright. There's a light shining on it, so it was obviously made to bring attention to our eyes. But it's just very strange. There is a blueprint for the Zweihander, which is obviously made for zombies for this game. It was more or less a gun that's designed for zombies, and it's just sat in the window. So either one of these Easter eggs could lead to a free one of those weapons, which seems very plausible. There could be another entirely a different Easter egg where you can get one of these for free, but I do strongly believe that this is going to be part of an Easter egg, and it is going to give you a free LMG in some sort of manner. But if you've got any thoughts, or if your thoughts differ from mine, then please let me know. So far, that is pretty much everything that I know of in this map, which is either unsolved or could be solved, which I don't think any of them are right now, and any leads we have to any other Easter eggs. I've played Voyage of Despair a lot. It's my favourite map, so I'm in this game quite a lot compared to the other map, and that's why I kind of know all about these, but it don't seem like the community feel the same way about this map than they do others. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope there is some information in here that you didn't know already. I know a lot of people would like to know the locations for the fireworks, so I hope that portion of the video helped you out anyway. If you've got anything to add, if you've got any finds, you can either put them in the comments in the comment box down below. You can either tweet me on Twitter at DameAndThatGame, or if you found something that I have not mentioned in this video at all, exactly the same in the comment box or tweet me on Twitter. Really do hope you enjoyed today's video. Took a lot of work getting all the footage and putting this video together. So yeah, would appreciate if you did show some love, left a like, and subscribe to the channel as well. But homies, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And until the next video, this is your boy Dame. I'm out.